All right, y'all, this market obviously is weird. Even with buyer traffic being down over 30% this time over last year nationally, houses are still going with multiple offers. Houses are still going above asking price. Like, I don't know what the hell is happening, but it has been a perfect storm for sellers. Prices are still rising, so inventory is still low. Buyers on good houses are willing to fight for them. And it's been amazing to me to watch this happen. So here's a couple things I think that can help you to get your offer accepted. First and foremost, I want to remind everyone that price does not always win multiple offers. It just doesn't. You may think it does, and I think it has a lot to do with it, but there are a lot of other circumstances that would make a seller want to accept an offer. So one, price doesn't always win. Two, don't sacrifice the safety and contingencies in the contract just so your client can win an offer, because they don't know exactly what they're doing. And if they want to remove all those, so be it. But oftentimes they think if they just clear the erase board that they can just get this offer. But what if they actually buy a house that has a lot of problems? They're stuck. Their cash availability may not be what it needs to be to still buy that house and make it the house they want to live in. So here are 5 tips I think you can use to help get your client's offer accepted. One, go at asking price or over asking price as long as it's worth it. So you got to go back to doing comps. I know that sounds crazy. There are some houses that are not worth what people are asking. Those are the ones that are sitting. But the ones that are priced appropriately, you're gonna have to get your buyers to realize that they're gonna have to at least go to full price, maybe throw a little extra on top, just like it was about a year ago. If they do that, I would recommend covering that gap. That is very big to a seller. Hey, you're going $10,000 over asking price. That's cool, but a savvy listing agent knows that if it doesn't appraise, your seller most likely is gonna have to concede on that. So if your buyer has the cash available and that can cover that gap, that removes any inclination that your client may have a problem with it. The third thing I want to talk about is I know money is more expensive. Interest rates are higher, which means buyers are asking more and more for closing costs. If they have the cash available, I would try and reduce or remove most of the closing costs if at all possible, or at least put them on top of the offer price to make sure that the seller is not bearing the brunt of this, especially if it's multiple offers. Fourth, here's a little trick. If you've got some extra cash, cover some of the seller's closing costs. It doesn't have to be all of them. What if you threw $2,000 or $3,000 at this offer and said, hey seller, we're gonna cover the deed stamps on this, or we're gonna cover $2,000 of your closing costs. You talk about a role reversal. We've had a couple of offers accepted just because we did that, and to our buyers, it wasn't that much cash, and it actually kept more of it in their pocket. And then 5, your clients really need to be flexible on the closing dates and or rent back agreements. Not really my cup of tea. Go talk to your own broker in charge if you want to get into this. But a rent back agreement for 30 or 60 days, whatever is legal in your area, may give the seller the flexibility of not having to move early before they have to get to their next destination, which would make your offer look a lot sexier. So like I said in the beginning, it may not be all about the price, because price doesn't always win. It could be closing costs. It could actually be closing date. It could be a couple of different things. So do your due diligence, ask the listing agent, hey, what would make our offer most attractive to your client? And if they come back with is price, 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 then you've got to figure it out for yourself. But oftentimes they'll drop those little nuggets, and then all of a sudden your client's got the house over 3 other people.